This is going to be a fun and bullish video. All okay, because certain bullish indicators are starting to appear, they might spread cryptocurrency over the stratosphere. Are you all set? There are currently two groups of people that are either bullish or bearish about gold. All right. Gold bulls are also saying, oh, there might be a black swan event on the horizon. Correct? Because of this, gold is surging, which I believe most people are expecting to see in a moment. But gold bears are saying, wait, let's take an approach that not many are looking at. All right. But what if gold were to top out? It's true that funds will eventually need to move into equities and cryptocurrency. All right. So this is the video for today's two camps, the bullish and the bearish. Our research will focus on gold and bearish aside analysis and how it might be bullish for cryptocurrencies itself. All right. Let's watch this, guys, since it's really fascinating. As a result, Singaporeans swarm gold and silver bullion dealers on Friday nights to purchase coins and bars, continuing the gold rush throughout Asia. I think this is a near-term top. Do you agree? Here is what they have to say. Are all these folks attempting to hurry, in your opinion, to the greatest amount of actual gold and silver? By the way, this is only one video. It's happening all around Asia. Here's another. All right. Not just in Asia, but this one claims that a large line forms outside a gold store in Australia as prices reach all-time highs. Yes, so it's taking place everywhere. Now that I think about it, you know what occurred when cryptos were like this before. Obviously, these aren't bodily indicators, are they? Since digital queues are the only way to purchase Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrency, you may recall the time when everyone was scurrying to purchase the hottest products on the market. Now many are saying, hey, if everyone has the same mindset when they go to buy even toilet paper, I take it that was the pinnacle of the market or something like toilet bubbles. You must sell an asset when retail itself swings into a state of great euphoria, which is currently the case with gold. Take a look at this. All around the planet. Isn't that correct? Thus, the theory or thesis emerges where, if that's true, gentlemen, that indicates gold could be topping out right now. Correct? Keep in mind that there are two sides. One side claims that because gold prices have reached all-time highs, a black swan may be approaching. On the other hand, if gold is topping out, this money will go somewhere. So they're thinking, wait, what if cryptos are about to blow up? To another industry, to another sector? And given that people are suddenly growing pessimistic, could it be cryptocurrency? That's what I'm attempting to convey here. And that's what the video for today will look into. And we'll use this chart to accomplish it. We always have a chart that neatly connects everything. It's the ratio of Bitcoin to gold. We'll return to this in a moment, but let's go ahead first. These are the lineups that are currently forming outside of dealerships that sell gold bullion. You mean some blow-off top thing could be happening here? It is occurring everywhere. This is not visible to you. When things were going this way, why didn't they purchase gold? When gold was traveling this way, why weren't these lines showing up? But when gold is going like this, the lines are bursting up right here, literally right here. Why then? By the way, this typically indicates that the top is in for that particular asset, correct? Watch dealers are melting their gold timepieces for 48K, since gold is pumping so strongly right now. Why can't gold reach 20K if Bitcoin is over 120K? Now this is what I do. Although the collapse will be the reason, I do think gold will reach an outrageous price. Will that money flow into Bitcoin? Or are we at the point of collapse? Since we haven't reached that point of collapse. Correct? That being said, let's first view this video again. We're abolishing APs to increase the amount of money we can make before selling you because that's how high gold got. Gold is wild. According to them, it will cost $6,000. It will. Why not? Must. There are 120 and 130 Bitcoins. Gold will now be 20,000. We have faith in gold. Adore you. Well, there we have it. This is getting out of control. It's that ecstatic feeling again, folks. State, correct, or not. I take it that this is the euphoric state or mindset. It's referred to as a blow-off top, just like Bitcoin. The reasonable price that individuals purchase is restored when the blow-off top happens. The fact that gold went parabolic is truly comical. This takes place immediately after these lines of queues begin to emerge in every metropolis. Breaking following news that geologists in Africa have found the greatest gold deposit in history, which is expected to increase the world's gold supply by more than 10%. Gold prices are falling. People are apparently discovering greater gold supplies all of a sudden, right? This is the reason it allegedly dumped this much. People now claim that if gold crashes, it will flow into stocks and Bitcoin. This is the point at which this chart is useful. Could this be the pinnacle of gold? Correct. I think that would make sense because there are indications that we are approaching that state of euphoria. I find it strange that folks who wanted to purchase gold didn't do so during this time. When gold, okay, this is excellent, actually. While gold was acting in this manner, despite their reluctance to purchase, they chose to come and make their purchase here. This isn't the same. Guys, this is a different graphic, but the same concept is relevant. Let's now examine this trend to determine whether there is a chance that funds could pour into cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. Gold versus Bitcoin. What are we observing here? There are reports of a head and shoulder pattern emerging. Alright, we also deviated from the trend line. Perhaps when we return to retest, it will continue to decline, which implies that gold will continue to rise steadily, or gold will be a better play than Bitcoin. Alright, it's okay if this thing dumps. However, if we are able to provide support in this area, for example, it is as follows. There is a bullish divergence developing. This must be done, since this is clearly just the start of it, isn't it? Although we are no longer there, we are only at the early stages of its formation. Is it possible for this ratio to maintain above this level at this precise moment? And it goes up like that, isn't that right? This RSI then curves back up and twists. Since it is a bullish divergence, gold's money will pour into Bitcoin, causing it to rise in this manner, isn't that right? Which implies that cryptocurrencies like XRP and others will take off, right? Although there is a chart for XRP as well, I'm simply going to show you guys the gold to Bitcoin ratio because it seems to be fairly obvious. Somehow, some way, if they could hold this ARB chart around this region, right? To produce some kind of bullish divergence, which is currently attempting to emerge. As we have been stating, an explosion for cryptocurrencies is imminent in the upcoming weeks. From Ash Crypto, right here. The euphoria phase of gold has finally been achieved. Within 2 weeks, it should reach the local top at FOMC around October 29th. That would be great, because we could purchase it, right? Actually, that's amazing. It's what I intend to do, since I believe a pump is imminent, which would likely indicate that gold consolidates or at the very least dumps. I'm looking to get more XRP. With all the lines, it would seem like a dump to me. Of all this, I'm ecstatic. You are responsible for the sensation that gold is having all around the planet. It typically indicates peaks, after which there will be a significant shift in liquidity toward Bitcoin. Trillions of dollars are entering the cryptocurrency industry. The largest bull run in history will occur. So according to Ash Crypto, gold is here. It is currently in a state of exhilaration following its dump, return, take a brief detour, and then pass away. That would make sense as a blow-off top. Why? Let's look at the chart for gold. Take a look at this. By the way, this is on the weekly. This is absurd. This is really getting out of hand. Correct. This is how it will proceed, and then it will descend again. Correct. At least 30, 300, 400 right here. At least the bare minimum there. Correct. And this is all we need. Boys, this is all we need. If this occurs, correct, Bitcoin will be flooded with all that money. That's great. Then, is this occurring at this very moment? Additionally, everyone is being duped into purchasing gold. According to CZ, the Bitcoin industry's worst marketers are its biggest puppets. We ought to be teaching these individuals about Bitcoin rather than making fun of ourselves. Take a look at that. Thus, it's possible that Bitcoin